Ginger with my sister Scrapper. I thought what I would do, I've had so many people ask about my vertical paper bag mini albums, and I'm been kind of addicted to them right now. I think it's my favorite style of mini album to make. So I thought what I would do is do my first ever video series, and we could create the vertical paper bag mini album together. So if you want to join me, this first video, what I'm going to do is show you the paper that I'm going to use and tell you a list of supplies that you will need to create your own vertical paper bag mini album. So what I'm going to do is, for this mini album I'm going to create with you, I'm going to use the Die Cuts with the View Recollections, not Die Cuts with the View, Recollections Today, Tomorrow, and Forever paper pad. And when you make the vertical paper bag mini albums, I'm going to warn you, you do use a lot of paper. So these stacks are really good for that because you get a boatload of paper in here. You get 48 sheets of paper, which makes it really, really nice. And another good thing about these paper pads is, and I got this at Michael's, you've got lots of different styles. You get 2 of each sheet, and then you also get a tag sheet that you can cut up out. So that makes it really easy for this style of paper bag. So you'll need a paper collection, and again, this is the one that I'm going to use. It's the Recollections Today, Tomorrow, and Forever, and I picked that up at Michael's. You're also going to need, obviously, some paper bags, and I like to use the Celebrate It paper bags. I'm going to use the Craft Color. These are the larger paper bags, and they are 4 5/8 by 8 5/8 inches. You need 6 paper bags, and again, I'm using the Celebrate It bags that you get at Michael's. You will need a coordinating cardstock to go with it. I'm going to use the Craft that matches, because we are going to add flaps to our paper bags and also for our photo mats. So I use the 8.5 by 11, which works really well because number one, it's a lot more cost effective than the 12 by 12, but if you have 12 by 12, that's fine. I am going to use this from the Paper Studio that I got at Hobby Lobby. And you will need a sheet of 12 by 12 medium weight chipboard. And you can do the whole cover, the spine, the front, back cover, and the spine with one piece of 12 by 12. You will also need a boatload of adhesive. I'm just warning you. I'm going to use my ATG gun. I'm going to use a liquid glue, which is the quick dry Scotch adhesive. I'm also going to use some type of score tape or a scrappy tape. In this particular instance, I'm going to use scrappy tape. I normally use score tape, but this is what I have, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I like to use the 1/4 inch, so whatever, but you will need at least a roll, maybe 2 rolls of that. Also, if you have any foam tape, any dimensional adhesive, the little foam pop dots or whatever, those are always kind of fun, so I am going to use some of that. Of course, you will need a crocodile for punching holes or some type of a hole punch. You'll need a decorative corner punch if you want for the flaps on the bags. You can either use a Martha Stewart, or I think I'm going to use this new little Fiskars one I have here. I'm going to use that. And then just a regular corner chomper just around some of the corners on the photo mats. And anything else that you think you might want to use, as far as, of course, you will need your paper trimmer, a scoreboard. I'm going to use my Distress inks. I'm going to use walnut stain for this particular mini album. And any other type of embellishments, like any of your Tim Holtz goodies, any type of craft paper that has lines for some journaling spots. I'm going to use that. These little Tim Holtz Adage tickets are always kind of fun to add. So any other embellishments that you think you might want to use. These little ornate plates are kind of fun to put on the covers. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use, but I like to get it all out and see what I'm going to use. Any little envelopes or coin envelopes that you have that you can always add as little journaling spots or extras inside the pockets are always kind of fun. Just adds a little more interaction to the mini album. Again, any border punches. I believe they'll probably use this little scallop one here, or maybe a Martha Stewart one. I'm not sure yet, but any of those are always fun to use. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do my tabs, but I might use my Stampin' Up! Tab punch. If you have one, that's great. If not, you can just use circle punch and make your own that way. So that might be kind of fun to use. And again, I never know what I'm going to do until I actually do it. So, and maybe some, if you have them, it's not necessary, but I like to use these little magnets, and I'm sorry I don't have the packaging, but these are from Basic Gray. They're super, super thin. I know sometimes they're kind of hard to find. You can get them at Joann.com, or a lot of online places have it. If you just Google Basic Gray magnets, you'll come up with these. And these are the small ones. So those are kind of fun to use. Sometimes if your papers get a little thick, you can use these to hold a flap down or something, but if they're not necessary to have. And also, again, any little embellishments, any flowers that you have or whatever. And so anything else that you think that you're going to use as far as ribbons and trims and laces that are going to match your paper collection. And again, the paper collection I'm going to use for this mini album is going to be the Recollections Today, Tomorrow, and Forever. So this gives you an opportunity to go ahead and get your supplies ready, and we will get started with the first video in the first series. So make sure you grab your paper collection, your paper bags, and your cardstock, and your adhesives, and we'll do this vertical mini album paper bag together. Thanks for watching. Bye.